as we look at how to support revitalization efforts that will benefit residents, local business, and Montreal economy as a whole. Tonight's event is about more than just economic development. It's about reaffirming our collective commitment to preserving and strengthening the cultural economic fabric of China. Among the themes we will be addressing are public safety, business development, particularly along Clark Street, tourism, and future investment in the downtown core. We are especially grateful to be joined this evening by several elected officials whose presence reflects a shared commitment to Chinatown's futures. Please join me in welcoming Soraya Martinez Ferrada, leader of the Ensemble, Jim, Mayor of the Borough, Pierrefonds-Roxboro. Also, Stephanie Valenzuela, City Councilor for the Borough of Copenhagen, and Notre Dame de Glace, and District of Ramos, and District of Louis. Their presence here this evening points of this community and the role it plays in shaping Montreal's social, economic, and cultural future. We look forward to meaningful and solution-focused discussion with all of you. Thank you. Merci.
For coming and meet with me and my team. I want to thank Alba, Jim to be come all the way here downtown, and Stephanie. This is to show you how much we care about Chinatown, how much we care about the community. Not only the Chinese community, but the community as a whole, as being part of the history of what Montreal is. And I think, that's what the Chinatown is for us, and it is for me. I was saying to a few of you that I have my dumpling place, my noodle place, my cocoa bun place that I always come when I can. And I think it's, we all have the memory of what Chinatown is. When you grew here in Montreal. I came here when I was 8 years old from Chile, through the dictatorship of my country. So I grew up in Montreal, and you cannot be in Montreal without coming here. And I think you are in many times in their history, Montreal has been in a path of crossing roads, where we here even in Chinatown having the new owners and merchants like Simon here and others, and the previous generations have been here for a long time. But there is all you guys have the same willingness to see Chinatown kind of shine again and be attractive again and feel proud about the area and making sure that people will come back to feel safe, feel secure, and remembering that actually not only we have merchants here, so an economic development potentially, but you have people that live here. And those people also need to be sure that they're here and listened to, and I'm looking at one of your residents here. And one of the reasons that I decided to run for mayor, I was an MP, so a member of parliament, federal government, for the last 6 years. And in the last 2 years, I was Minister of Tourism and Minister of Economic Development. And I decided to come back to the municipal politics because it's actually, I think Montreal needs it. I think Montreal needs to feel proud again of the city. I was there for 2 years, and I was saying that, which is for me unbelievable, that I did not sit down with the actual administration to talk about those issues that are so important for Montreal, being the federal minister of those two important files for Montreal. And for me, that says a lot about who's running the city right now and what's their priority. And in the last 4 months now, that I've been the new leader of Ensemble Montréal, one thing that I've listened and that I've heard all across the city is merchants don't feel listened to, citizens don't feel listened to, and it is not normal that in a city like Montréal, que sur 7 milliards de budget, parce que la ville, c'est 7 milliards de budget. On met 10 millions dans la lutte à l'itinérance. On met moins d'argent, en fait, on met plus d'argent dans la gestion animalière qu'on met dans l'itinérance. So we're putting more money in managing cats and dogs than we're putting on fighting homelessness. And it's a real issue. It's a real issue in the city to make sure that people are treated with the dignity that they deserve when they live with a health issue, a housing issue, and a crisis, but also feeling sure that merchants and citizens feel taken care of. And that is one of the biggest challenges that we have as a city. I hope that in the next few months we are hopefully the next alternative to lead this administration. I always say that we cannot talk to citizens in Montreal about big ambitions and big dreams if you can manage the basis of picking up the garbage and the snow removal and fighting homelessness. So if we can't do
drug
that,
addiction.
and drug addiction, if we can't do that, you can ask people to dream about the potential of the city. And Montreal has huge potential. Huge potential. I mean, most of you have traveled many places in the world. I have. And I have traveled many places in Canada in the last 2 years. And let me tell you that Montreal has gone quiet. And we're competing with Longueuil, Laval, Brossard, Calgary, Edmonton. When Montreal is the biggest city in Quebec, Montreal is the second largest city in Canada, and it's gone quiet. And I think we need to, pump up the volume, make the city attractive again, make the city safe, feel safe and be safe, and making sure that we're working with the business community, working on your projects, and having a long-term vision, but do it quickly. So I think that's what we need to do. Thank you.
Ce soir, je suis très content. On est loin de l'ouest de l'île, mais on est une famille. Je suis d'ailleurs très content d'avoir Soraya comme la future mairesse de la ville de Montréal. Alba, bien sûr, Stephanie. Look, for me, it's always been an honor and a pleasure to be in the Chinese community. I mentioned it to some of the folks, and those of you that know, I feel like I'm a part of the Chinese community. My daughter is a Chinese young lady that is 28 years old now, is a teacher, and it's brought me close to the community. And regardless of that, what it showed me is that the Chinese community is engaged and has been a part of Montreal and the fabric of Montreal for hundreds of years. And with what Soraya said, and to give you perspective, when I was in charge of procurement, l'approvisionnement à la ville de Montréal, j'étais responsable de 5.2 milliards. $5.2 billion I had that was going through my desk that was managing the city of Montreal. Soraya l'a dit, ils ont monté ça à 7.5 à peu près. 7.4, 7.5. What have you gotten back for the $2 billion that they've raised in the last 8 years? Nothing. I know in my community, the largest community on the West Side, I haven't gotten anything in return. So you can imagine as that starts to trickle down, we don't get much from that. What they've used that money for is for their pet projects. All the things that they wanted to do in Montreal, their philosophical approach to managing and the ideological support, the way they want to manage Montreal, is that's what they've done with that money. And who is penalized? Among others. Pas juste Chinatown, on a d'autres communautés aussi qui souffrent. Je viens de la communauté grecque. Je peux vous dire aussi qu'est-ce qui se passe au Parc X. Les commerçants nous disent exactement la même chose qu'ici. It's not a Chinatown issue only. Every community that has a business sector within their communities is suffering. And if it wasn't for some that made some wise investments decades ago, they'd all be locking their doors today. So again, I don't want to take much of your time because we're very passionate about it. And yes, we're approaching an election year. You all have to decide as well. Who is present? Who has been present all these years? Who is front and center whenever there's an issue to fight for the communities? J'espère que c'est nous, mais ça peut être quelqu'un d'autre. Le message que j'ai, mes amis, c'est allez voter, s'il vous plaît. J'espère pour nous, encore pour Soraya et l'équipe, mais surtout allez voter. 35% des gens qui votent, it's a disgrace. It is a disgrace. And I said this earlier to this gentleman here, there are wars in some countries for the right to vote. And here, if you can't go by yourself, we'll come to your house, we'll get you. I'll even give you a juice box in my car. No, but you know what I mean? And still, you don't go out and vote. And so that hurts us because we are all devoted. Soraya came when you were 8. I came when I was 5. Where did my father choose? Pierrefonds, day 1, 1970. And I'm the mayor of that city today. That's the opportunity that I had, the opportunity all of you have had, not only within Chinatown, but with the greater Montreal area and every sphere of society. And that is important to recognize. C'est pour ça on est là ce soir. Merci de me donner l'opportunité de vous adresser quelques mots. Je suis, écoutez, je suis tellement fier de faire partie, pas juste de la communauté ici, mais de la communauté montréalaise. Merci.